Hi and welcome back to the channel. So I hope you enjoyed that little intro track using the new Soundbox pack called Opacity, and it is boutique cinematic guitars. And that was a kind of preset I created from one of the scoring kits, and there are 14 of them included in Opacity. This is probably one of the best Soundbox packs that AudioModern have done, because they've actually used all 4 layers for a change. And before we go any further, there has been an update. So this requires Soundbox 1.1.0 to run. So this is on offer for €29, which is about 25 quid or $35, I think. So yeah, so it's normally €39, which is a bit steep considering how much I sell my Soundbox packs for. What is it all about? Well, as usual, they don't really tell you an awful lot. Boutique cinematic guitars. So introducing Opacity, a premium guitar library featuring a collection of mix and match professional 6-string performances. So crafted by Justin Hodges and Terra Grande, a boutique sound design house specializing in cinematic guitar artistry. Opacity delivers a deeply expressive collection of professional 6-string performances and evocative guitar textures. Originally a standard release For contact, this all-new Soundbox edition brings new depth, flexibility and ease of use to an already iconic sound. Right, okay, I didn't realise it had already been out for contact. And there's a video there telling you a bit about Terra Grande. So, in detail, well, not much detail, 14 complete scoring kits. Each feature 4 distinct categories, so you've got chords, phrases, sequences and textures designed for limitless mix and match flexibility. So each category includes 12 distinct performances, carefully designed to be key labelled and tempo synced with your DAW or host project, ensuring that every combination results in a fresh, inspiring and musically cohesive variation. And this is what the 1.1 update is doing. It has brought in time stretching. It is 1.5 gigabyte in size and it is fully unlocked, mix and match sound, and you can obviously add all the effects, LFOs, vectors, and as usual all the other bits and pieces that are in Soundbox. So I contacted AudioModern to find out what the actual changes were, because this does not mention anywhere what 1.1 is all about. So they sent me a link, and there's also a video link as well for going over the new time stretching. So I will include all this in the description. This came out on July the 9th. It is new time stretching algorithms from Synaptic, and they are enabling high quality tempo sync for audio files and loops. So it also has enhanced disk streaming and caching, configurable via the settings menu, sample compaction improvements, optimizing sample handling to prevent iOS errors when loading large presets, various minor bug fixes and performance enhancements, and UI refinements optimized for a smoother and more responsive user interface. And if you ever want to get to this part, it's not entirely easy. We go to support and community forum, and then you can see there what's going on. And if we go to latest, it has it down here somewhere, yeah. So you can see there's been other posts since then. So I will leave a link to this in the description, and it just goes through how to actually use this with your DAW. And you can also buy this on Plugin Boutique, and if you do, I would be very grateful. Like I said, it is available for £26 and $35 or €30. So quite good, and obviously you get Motion Dimension Light free as well if you buy it on here rather than on AudioModern. So if we go back, and I'll just show you, this is all the Soundbox packs on Plugin Boutique, and as you can see they're all £26, and you can get the bundle of, what's that, 4 for £60. So that is quite a good deal. I do like Opacity, and I think it's probably the best one that they've done yet, and you can get the complete suite of everything that AudioModern does as well. So I will leave links to this in the description. So that is it for the intro to Opacity, and let's get it open, and I will let you hear what it sounds like and how it kind of works. So here we are in Soundbox with Opacity loaded up, and as you can see, this is all the 14 sessions as they've called them. So you've got different keys and BPMs. So we've got E minor, A major, G sharp, F sharp, D minor. So there's lots of different BPMs as well, from around about 70 to 136 is a kind of popular one for some reason. You can start off with the first one and just see what it sounds like. It is E minor and 136. So if I go back here, because I'm not using my DAW, I can just adjust it to match that. So if I was using Logic, we could get it to sync automatically. So as you can see from the virtual keyboard at the bottom, the chords are the red, and they go from C1 to B. And depending on the key, you will get a different effect. So we've got a kind of strummed effect there. So that is your chords. The yellow is the phrases. So it's very easy to get a nice kind of melodic phrase going. Just So the green is C3, and that is the sequences. So they are long kind of atmospheric samples. And then C4 is the textures. Per kind of usual with their presets, there is nothing being applied to anything. So there's no transpose, there's no effects, there's no modulation, there's no ARP, there's no vector, there's nothing on the master. So that is something you can do. So obviously for guitars, we could put on distortion, reverb, chorus, phaser, compressors, whatever you want. The preset that I did, Celestial City, I did put on effects, and I'll show you that later on, and it'll let you see what I actually put on. So that is the kind of main control section if you haven't used Soundbox, but I'm assuming if you're watching this that you have used it and you know all about the vectors, the ARPs and the effects and everything. Let's try an A minor and let's just see what this is like. I don't know why guitars always sound better in kind of minor. So that's your chords, the phrases I like. And then we've got sequence and texture. So we've got a kind of plucky sound. They are some of the best guitar samples I've ever, apart from Native Instruments. Their session guitars are probably the best. So it's quite easy to get a So we've got the kind of strums. So it kind of needs some effects, as you can hear. It kind of could do with a bit of reverb or phaser or something. So obviously you can go in and change these. So we could, for instance, have a different texture or a sequence or a phrase. The only thing is obviously you'd kind of really need to match the BPM if you're doing it in standalone version. So for instance, we could put in 2 phrases. So I can play the 2 phrases together. So what I can do is I can go in and change the blue one so I can pitch it down. So let's try a major, let's try the last one. So they're all, let's try A major, 74. Nice. Let's try some of the phrases. Sequences. I like the plucky ones. Let's see what the textures are like. Volume up a bit. So yeah, you get the idea. So I'll show you the one that I did, Celestial City. So that was based on session 12, as you can see. So I'll show you the effects. So that is all the effects that I put on. So I had distortion on the chords. So you can see I did 65% drive. And then I had delay on the phrases. And then the sequences have got the phaser and the reverb. So you can see you've got reverb on there and the phaser. And then the textures has got the filter and reverb as well. So that is a kind of quick look at Opacity, and I think, as I mentioned before, I think it is one of the best ones they've done, mainly because they've actually used all these, and I quite like the idea of it being completely different categories that you can also switch up and play around with. So, but like I said, it certainly kind of benefits from some effects, so at least you've got that to play with. And I haven't even used any vector or arps or mod or any of the controls apart from the effects on that. So there's loads of other things you can add in to kind of make these different. I'm going to do some more presets for this, so once I do, I will do another video. But in the meantime, if you have enjoyed this, please remember to like, subscribe, share and comment, and I will see you in the next one.